Welcome, digital nomads and globetrotting freelancers. We are here to shed some light on a pivotal issue for those of you who work internationally: how the U.S. taxation system applies to your earnings abroad. Grab your passports and let's embark on a journey through the complex world of international freelance taxes. Our first lesson will be on the Foreign Earned Income Exclusion, FEIE. This policy permits you, a U.S. citizen or resident alien working outside your home country, to eliminate a portion of the income you earn overseas from being subject to U.S. taxes. There are two tests to determine your eligibility for the FEIE: the bona fide residence test and the physical presence test. The former necessitates that you be a resident of a foreign country for an uninterrupted period that includes an entire tax year, whereas the latter requires that you be physically present in a foreign country for at least 330 full days during a 12-month timeframe. Worth to bear in mind is that not all forms of income can be excluded under the FEIE, only earned income such as wages and self-employment income qualifies. Passive income like dividends or interest doesn't fall under this exclusion. Now, let's move to the Foreign Tax Credit, FTC. This tax credit lets you offset U.S. tax liabilities by dollar-for-dollar credits for foreign taxes already paid or accrued on foreign income. Its main aim is to prevent double taxation on the same income, a prevalent issue among global freelancers. However, one thing to remember is that you cannot claim both the FEIE and the FTC for the same income. As such, if you qualify for both, you need to weigh the benefits of each carefully to make the most tax-effective decision. It's time to turn our attention to the self-employment tax. Even as an expat freelancer, you are expected to pay this tax on your net earnings. This tax covers your contributions to Social Security and Medicare. Notably, the FEIE does not apply to self-employment tax, so you'll still owe this tax regardless of any excluded income. Some of you may have previously had experiences with cross-border withholding and credits. In some cases, foreign nations may withhold taxes on payments made to freelancers. If this is your reality, you can potentially claim a foreign tax credit on your U.S. tax return to offset the taxes paid overseas. Nonetheless, note that if you make use of the FEIE, you cannot also claim the FTC for the same income. This makes it a delicate balancing act, and as such, it is imperative that you keep impeccable records so you can calculate the most beneficial positions each year. Speaking of record keeping, good documentation is critical to help navigate the complexities of international taxation regimes. By meticulous record keeping of your income, expenses, and the number of days spent in a certain country, you can substantiate your claims for the FEIE and any foreign tax credits. Retain copies of your foreign tax returns and proof of taxes paid. As a takeaway, remember that these provisions are intended to reduce your tax liability. Understanding how to apply them effectively can lead to significant savings. As with any IRS regulation, the rules surrounding the foreign earned income exclusion and foreign tax credits are nuanced and can change frequently. It's in your best interest to consult a tax professional who can assist you in navigating the ever-changing sands of international tax laws. Maintaining compliance with U.S. tax rules while working abroad can seem daunting, but it's absolutely manageable with a little bit of organization and a lot of patience. The key is to be informed, remain compliant, and make use of all the available resources to ensure that you're accurately reporting your income and paying the taxes owed. Seize the opportunity to travel the world and reach heights in your career without having to worry about your tax responsibilities. Before we conclude, let's issue a quick warning about the complexities involved in staying compliant with U.S. tax laws while working internationally. The rules surrounding the FEIE and the FTC can be tricky navigating, especially when there are different types of incomes involved. So, it's essential to arm yourself with the right knowledge, diligently maintain records, and consider reaching out to a qualified tax professional to help guide you through these complex rules. Within the realm of international tax laws, keeping aware of the U.S. tax obligations is critical. While embracing the freelance lifestyle and exploring the globe, keeping detailed records and seeking expert advice will almost certainly prevent future headaches from IRS inquiries. Remember, as digital nomads, the sky is not the limit, but tax laws do have limits. The world is your oyster, and as freelancers, you hold the pearl of opportunity. The intricacies of international tax requirements often seem daunting, more so when you're journeying solo as a digital nomad. However, armed with knowledge and caution, you can breach the barriers that such rules may present. All in all, while tax might not be the most exciting topic, it is fundamental to a freelancer's financial health. The digital nomad life is about exploring not just places, but opportunities, continuously learning and adapting to new environments, unlocking new levels of productivity, and redefining boundaries. It's exhilarating, a bit of a house of cards where the smallest misstep could spell disaster. At the end of the day, it's about being brave and making informed decisions. As we wind up, we urge you to continue making the most of your current situation. Abide by the rules, stay informed, and when in doubt, avail of professional assistance. And remember, no matter how daunting it may seem, there are provisions in place to help you maintain a tax-efficient structure. Amidst the intricate web of rules and regulations you're required to follow, approach your adventures abroad fully informed and prepared. In every corner of the globe, new opportunities await. Document, claim and save, and enjoy your global adventure, no matter how far it takes you. Lastly, we'd be amiss to wrap up without underlining the importance of meticulous record-keeping. Successfully claiming the FI and FTC hinges on your ability to produce accurate and supporting documentation. This practical step can save you innumerable headaches, and potentially, money. Never forget, as you jet from one cosmic corner to another, you continue to be answerable to Uncle Sam. Bees might not spend their lives pondering over rules, but humans must. Once you have a solid grasp of how things work, you'll be able to manage your financial affairs more effectively. To sum up, it's vital to understand how the U.S. taxation system applies to your global freelance income. While the thought of taxes might dampen your enthusiasm a bit, it's essential to be aware, comply with regulations, and understand how to leverage tax regulations to your benefit wherever possible. Stay informed, stay compliant, and above all, stay curious about the world around you. Quick tip for all you freelancers out there: never say later when it comes to understanding tax implications, because ignoring it now could have serious consequences later. Remember, the thrill might be in the journey, but the true success lies in staying informed and compliant. As we get ready to bring this journey to its end, remember that while tax laws can be tricky, staying informed, keeping organized, and understanding how to make use of taxation provisions can help alleviate some of the challenges. Ignorance might seem like bliss, but when it comes to taxes, knowledge truly is power. And so wraps up our discussion on international freelance taxes. We have only skimmed the surface of an extensive and intricate subject. There may be challenges along the way, but the rewards of being a successful global freelancer, who is compliant with U.S. tax laws, are indeed gratifying. Don't be afraid to dive deeper into the world of taxes. As with any endeavor, educating yourself is the first step, and we trust you're up to the task. Everyone trips, but it's getting up and learning why we fell that makes the journey truly worth it. So, get ready to continue your voyage. As we make our way to the end, we hope you've gained a comprehensive understanding of the essential concepts affecting U.S. taxpayers working abroad. Remember, this journey goes beyond just monetary victory. It's about understanding your obligations as a globetrotting freelancer. With that said, we've discussed an array of topics, from the foreign earned income exclusion to the FTC, from keeping meticulous records to seeking professional aid. Taxes are part and parcel of the freelancer lifestyle. But with good information and a dash of patience, you can navigate these waters with ease. As we turn the corner and head into the final straight, let's remind ourselves that financial obligations don't have to be a draining experience. If approached with a bit of enthusiasm and a thorough understanding, it could be just another interesting aspect of your journey. The path of a digital nomad is filled with a multitude of experiences, garnering knowledge about international tax laws among them. Ultimately, every understanding about taxations, all the record keeping, and every verse learned about legalities will not just make you compliant, but will also make you a wiser, more responsible human being. As we reach the finish line, remember, taxes are complicated, especially when you add an international dimension. But with a bit of bookkeeping and a needful understanding of the key concepts of international tax laws, you can make the process much simpler. And always, ensure to check with a tax expert to confirm that your tax planning is optimal. And thus, we finally close the discussion on international freelance taxes, hoping that this detailed exposure will clarify your doubts and empower you to comply efficiently with the taxation laws. This is just the beginning. Remember, the world is vast, and so is its repertoire of facts and laws.